Echols Unlimited podcast. I'm your host, Terrence Echols, and today I have the special privilege of interviewing my good friend, Matthew Herasme from the Marist men's basketball team. Matthew, how are you?
I'm doing good, Terrence. How you doing?
I'm all right. Let's get into this. We're going to just do a regular interview. Let's get it going.
All right.
So, just tell me a little bit about your background. Like, where do you come from? Who is Matthew Herasme?
All right, so I was born in Manhattan, and I grew up in Yonkers, which is in Westchester. I lived there until I was about 5 years old. Then I moved up to Orange County, New York, where I currently live, in Chester, New York, a small town. I went to public school up until middle school in Warwick, which is a different county, but which is a different town, but it's similar to where I live now. And then after 8th grade, I decided to go to Don Bosco Prep, which is a private school in New Jersey. So, yeah, that's pretty much my background.
Yeah. How was public school?
It was cool. Nothing too I liked it.
Yeah.
I didn't, the choice of going to a private school was more athletic.
Okay.
It was a bigger stage, better competition, so that would set me up to play college. So that was why I chose it.
All right. So I have a question. When did you first fall in love with basketball?
With basketball? In love, probably middle school, 7th grade. I grew up playing baseball, basketball, and football. I played all three until my freshman year. I stopped playing football after my freshman year, and I continued playing baseball and basketball until the end of my junior year. But I'd say probably 6th grade, basketball became my favorite, and then the other two I just kept playing because I was good at them, and I still liked them, but probably 6th grade.
Okay. So that's basically where you made the decision. So, how were you as a football player? How were you as a baseball player?
I was good. I think my ceiling was high for both. I never, I was young, so I didn't put, all my eggs into one basket. I just wanted to see how it would pan out.
That's smart.
And then going to Bosco, which is a notorious football powerhouse, I kind of didn't really want to go down that path.
Right.
I had a little injury my freshman year that sat me out a few games. And with baseball, I loved it growing up, and I still love it now, but it was just too slow for me to be playing 4 years out in college. So, basketball is what I chose.
You were a pitcher in baseball?
I was a pitcher, first base, and outfield, but my main position was pitcher. I'm lefty, so I can only play those three.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. And where did you sit as a pitcher? Your fastball?
Oh, I sat 84 to 86, but my high was 87. I didn't pitch my senior year at all, so I might have got those numbers up. But
Right. All right, good. So what kind of leagues and games did you have available to you, growing up when you were a little kid in basketball? Did you play rec league and all that?
Yeah, from elementary school, I just played regular rec league. Nothing too crazy. Playing the other sports too. I didn't have time to just commit and travel everywhere. As I started getting into middle school, I started just playing with my local AAU team.
Okay.
Just a bunch of players from there. And then high school, played with a few of my high school teammates, and ended up going to bigger tournaments, where coaches can see you and stuff. But I never played on the EYBL circuit or any prestigious thing. I was kind of just under the radar pretty much all high school. So.
Right. Yeah, because my next question was going to be just talk about your AAU career. So where did you start off and where did you finish?
So in high school, I played with this team called BC Eagles, which is all Orange County players, which is where I'm from. So that was just a small team. We went to local tournaments, went to a few big ones, but kind of got blown out because the team wasn't very strong.
Right.
And then my sophomore summer and junior year summer, I played with this team called Ring City with my good friend Ron Harper, who goes to Rutgers now. He's a sophomore there. And that was more competitive. We went to bigger tournaments. But I was recruited a little bit, but I got my first offer through high school actually.
Okay. What do you think about AAU today?
I think it is very competitive, and some of these kids are freaks. Like, I don't understand how they're doing it, but I think it shows how much, like, the game has grown. Like, just some of these people just physically, like, overpowering everybody. Like, back, like, when I was in AU, like, you had, like, a select few, but now I feel like everyone is just above and beyond. So, yeah.
What was it like going to Bosco? Like, talk about what Bosco was. Like, you're from New York, but Bosco's in New Jersey. So, like, just talk about that.
So, my next-door neighbor, there's 3 brothers. All are older than me, all went through Bosco, but all played football. So when I was making the decision of where I want to go to high school, I sat and talked with them to see what their experiences was like, and theirs was great. They each won like 3 or 4 state championships, each 2 national championships. So, they had nothing but good stories.
Right.
And then when I experienced myself, obviously, I didn't choose football, but with basketball, I was able to win 2 state championships as well. So that was like when I won my junior year state championship. That was the first time in 46 years that we won. So it was good to put our names on the wall and things like that. My overall experience, it was very fun. All boys. Like, it sounds weird, but it's just mad fun. Like, we just goof around all the time, and form like friendships that'll last a long time. So I enjoyed it.
Right, that's good.
Yeah.
So what about Bosco brought you there? Like, what? Wait, can you give me the official name of it? Because I know there's a lot of Boscos out there.
It's Don Bosco Preparatory.
Okay, in New Jersey.
In New Jersey, Ramsey, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
There's one in like Indiana and California. There's a St. John Bosco.
Right.
So it's all a little background. It's all based off the same saint. So his name is St. John Bosco. He founded all these different schools. So to speak. So
I see.
There you go. Little inside fact.
Yeah. Wait, did you have to wear a uniform every day? Were there nuns around and all that?
Not nuns, but priests, brothers and fathers. Our uniform was, if you wanted to wear shorts, they were khaki shorts. You had to wear white socks and white sneakers, all white, and a polo, just a Don Bosco Prep polo. And if you decided to wear long pants, it'd be long khakis with dress shoes like penny loafers or things like that. And then when we had mass, it'd be a formal suit and tie.
Right.
So, yeah.
On game days, what did you wear?
Game days, it depended. Like, if we had mass, we'd have to wear the suit and tie. But if it's just, you just wear your regular uniform. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So. Okay.
And what kind of shoes? What all white shoes were you rocking?
Air Force Ones.
I knew it.
Basic, just clean.
Yeah. Okay. I respect it.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say maybe something like Huaraches
Nah,
okay.
Nah,
you're an AF1 guy.
Yeah, I'm an AF1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that. All right. So, how was the team at Bosco?
My freshman year, I played freshman, so we lost in the semifinals of our county championship. So that was just freshman. It wasn't really that big deal. And then sophomore year, got moved up to varsity, and we won a state sectional against Seton Hall Prep, and they had at the time actually former teammate Austin Williams.
Yeah.
My boy. Also, Temple Gibbs, who's at Notre Dame currently. So we beat them. That was a big win.
Nice.
Went 27-4 that year. And then my junior year, we won our first state championship. We beat St. Augustine from South Jersey. They had Saeed Nelson, who's a starting point guard at American University. Oh, wow. Marlon Harges, who's at Holy Cross.
I played against him.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, athletic.
Yeah,
it's all right. We beat him.
He's a tall point guard, right?
Yeah, he 6'5", rangy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that was a good team. It was a good game. We won that, and we lost. So I don't know if anybody if you know how Jersey is set up. There's a state tournament and then a tournament of champions. Okay. So we're from the north non-public, and then there's south non-public.
Okay. Yeah.
And public for both. So we won the north non-public, and the Patrick School won the South non-public, so we had to play them, and we lost to them. And they had their starting five was Jordan Walker, who's at Tulane now, but he went to Seton Hall. They had Jameer Harris, who's at American now. They had Nick Richards, who's at Kentucky. Yeah. And Marcus McClary, who's at Monmouth now. So,
cool.
So we actually play him like twice a year.
Right, Mac ties.
So they beat us sadly, but then we bounced back our senior year, won another state championship, and had to play Roselle Catholic in the tournament final.
Yeah.
So they had Nazi Reed, who went undrafted but is now with the Timberwolves.
Right.
And a bunch of other Division I players.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's a big dude. So we never actually got to win the whole state of New Jersey, but for a school that hadn't won a state championship in 46 years, we brought 2 in a row and made it to 2 consecutive tournament finals. So
exactly.
You know,
I mean, that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you guys have the Tournament of Champions, it's called.
Yeah.
So like in New York State, what we have is after you win your state championship in your class, you'll play. Or the other teams, like they'll be like a private league and all that. Albany Academy normally wins that because they always have studs coming out of there.
Right.
We'll play in what's called a federation tournament.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Another thing about you is you're Dominican, right?
Yes, I'm Dominican.
Yes. And so you have some experience playing for the Dominican national team. Talk a little bit about that.
So last summer, before I came here to Marist, I was selected to play for the Dominican national team, U18. We went to Canada, so it wasn't like a very extravagant trip. It was just to Canada. Shout out to Sego, though. That's my boy.
Sego.
But yeah, it was a great experience getting to play for your country. Like I have a lot of family over there in Dominican Republic, and you know they were just super proud of me. The fact that I could play, like nobody in my family has ever done that. We ended up playing Canada, we played Puerto Rico, we played Panama, we played Chile. Those teams. I think we went 3-2. We lost to Puerto Rico. Oh, and we lost to Team USA. Oh yeah, they were. I forgot about that. Yeah, they beat us by like 25.
Okay.
But my team was very fun. You know, like only 3 or 4 of us were live here in the States, so everybody just speaks Spanish over there. So like it's good practice for me.
Right.
And it's just fun to interact with them. It was a great experience.
So, wait, who did Canada have? Was RJ on that team?
RJ was not on the team.
Okay,
Andrew Nemhard was.
Oh right.
AJ Wilson, who's at South Carolina now.
Okay.
And somebody else who just committed to Oregon. But my team, I had Lester Quinones, who's at Memphis now.
Oh.
And Alonzo Frank, who's at South Carolina.
Oh, okay, cool.
So we had a few commits as well.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
you guys had talent as well.
Yeah.
So, talk about like your Dominican heritage. Like, what is Dominican culture like to you?
Okay, so my parents were born here. Their parents were born in Dominican Republic. So their childhood was Dominican Republic. Like they grew up there, went to high school, graduated high school over there. So being Dominican, we're generally very loud, very family-oriented, very into our faith. And my parents have instilled that in me. Obviously love Spanish, Hispanic music, merengue, bachata. You guys probably don't know about that, but that's my type of music. Famous dish, rice, beans, and chicken. It can't be beaten. Plátano also, you guys probably don't know about that either. But it's great. I mean, I love being multicultural, bilingual. I think it's something that makes me kind of unique. So, yeah.
That was gonna be my next question. Are you fluent in Spanish as well?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. I won't put you on the spot. Right, you start talking Spanish right now.
Right.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about your college and your recruiting. So, you originally committed to Coach Dunn at St. Peter's, right?
Yes.
And what about him made you want to play for him?
Well, he was the first head coach that communicated to me, like, directly. All the other coaches I was being recruited by, like, their assistants texted me or called me.
Mm-hmm.
So it was after we played Bergen Catholic, who's our rival. He was at the game for one of my teammates, not for me, actually.
Really?
Yeah. But I played well, and I guess I stood out to him, so he gave me a call the next day and, like, spoke to me about what he thought of me. Mm-hmm. And I think I went down for, like, an unofficial visit, like, 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
And he offered me a scholarship right there.
Right.
So, you know, from him just seeing me, like, one time, like, not even knowing who I was, to then giving me a scholarship, like, 2 days later, I was like, you know, if he trusts me that much, I feel like I can trust him equally as much. So just, like, what everything's about, like, hard work, you know, defense,
exactly.
Intensity, all, like, the unwritten things of basketball, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of fell in love with that. So
Good.
yeah.
So what about Marist made you want to come with him over here when he made the decision to come over here?
He called me before, like, the whole transition happened, that he was going to take the job, and he let me know that he would want me to come along with him. Mm-hmm. So I thought about it for a little bit, but, you know, St. Peter's in, like, Jersey City, so it's not like Marist. The campus isn't the same.
Okay.
You know, it's a whole different vibe. So, you know, better facilities. It's kind of just a step up, and the fact that they wanted me to come along with them kind of made it an easy decision. So,
right, yeah.
Yeah, glad I chose Marist. Yeah.
That's good. We're glad to have you here. So what has your experience been like so far at Marist?
It's been great. You know, everybody's very nice. Like I said, the campus is beautiful. You know, we had a decent year last year, but, you know, got good playing time, got a lot of experience, learned a lot of things. So I've had a great time, no complaints about my time here at Marist, and just looking to continue to build this year.
Yeah, definitely poised for a big year.
For sure.
And what has been the biggest difference between high school and college?
Ooh, high school and college, probably, like, schedule. Like, you're on your own, you know, besides, like, scheduled practices and lifts and things like that. You're on your own, like, a lot of free time, a lot of time to be, like, lazy, or you can get a lot of things done. So it's kind of just figuring out how to use your time wisely. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. And who are you, Matt?
I am.
Are you a lazy person, or are you?
It depends.
Okay.
Yeah. It depends.
I know, because I know you're not lazy on the court.
Yeah. No. I get my stuff done.
All right. Respect. All right. So, coming in, you had a guy in Darius Hines, who's also your good friend. Talk about your friendship and how that helps you on the court.
My boy D-Rock, he's been my roommate. He was my roommate last year. We lived in a triple also with another former player, Luke who's now at Shippensburg. Shout out my boy Luke. Yeah. So Darius and I actually played AAU against each other.
No way.
My summer going into senior year, so our last year playing AAU. He played with Team Takeover, and I played Ring City, and we played at I think it was like Peach Jam Invitational or something like that. But we ended up playing each other the first game, and they beat us. And yeah, you know, it's all right. They beat us, but then the championship we got them back. And like at the time,
that's when it matters.
You know, I didn't really know who he was or anything like that. It was just another team we were playing. But then when we moved in the summer, like we were just talking about like high school basketball and things of that nature, and then we came across that we actually played each other. So
no way.
I got a little bragging rights over him in that, but yeah, that's my guy. We got good chemistry on the court. He's a great player, great leader. So shout out D-Rock.
That's good. That's good. What are you most excited for about this coming basketball season?
To get W's. That's all I care about.
Right.
You know, whole new team, but I think we're hungry, very athletic. I think we're going to be able to get out in transition. We should be able to lock up everybody defensively. I'm just very excited for everything that the team has to bring.
All right, so I mentioned earlier that you have a great work ethic on the court. Where did you learn and how did you get it? Like, where did you? Who taught you to have a great work ethic?
My parents, for sure. I'm the middle child, so my older sister's a year older than me, and she plays sports. She currently plays volleyball at New Paltz, but she was never always trying to, like, work out. She kind of just came natural to her, like, you know. So I didn't really look at her to be an example, so it was definitely my parents. My dad coached me for a few teams when I was young, but he was just always on top of me about, like, working out and doing all this stuff. And then same with my mom, you know, like, just driving me to practice and all that stuff, like, supporting me, just always pushed me to go harder. So,
right.
And like, I have a younger brother, so, you know, I work harder just to set an example for him, like,
right.
to show them steps and stuff. So,
yeah,
my parents.
Yeah, for those listening, like, if you don't know Matt, you know that he is probably one of the hardest working players on the team with his basketball workouts, his conditioning in the weight room, and then his overall just physical shape. Matt's always like the first one in sprints, always hustling, always running after loose balls and all that. So if you want to see hustle and heart and desire, especially on the defensive end, please come watch Marist men's basketball games this coming season.
For sure. First home game, November 12th against Hartford. So pop out.
For sure. Let's talk about your defense. So,
right.
Like I just mentioned it. So let's talk about, is that an area on the floor that you like to emphasize when you think about how you were going to shape yourself as a basketball player? Is that just something that came natural?
It kind of came natural, honestly. Like, freshman year, I was one of the taller players, so I kind of played like the 4 on my team.
Mm-hmm.
And I would kind of guard big men. I never really guarded point guards or anything like
right.
that. But then sophomore year, like, you know, there was competition. I was one of the younger players on the team, so away from me, the way I got minutes was through defense.
Right.
And I guess it kind of just stuck with me like that. You know, I like making people feel uncomfortable, like dribbling the ball, you know, just causing havoc. And I don't know, I get it from my mom, honestly, like the intensity and stuff. She's very, if you ever hear her in the crowd, you'll know it's her. So I think it just carried on from then and into now. You know, I mean, in college, everybody got to play defense, but
right.
So I feel like I kind of got a head start, I guess,
mm-hmm.
in that area. So
mm-hmm.
just always had it. I don't know.
Just always had it, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just some things you just
it comes natural to you.
Defense, like, I'm not the most athletic guy or anything.
Yeah.
But I can, like, beat you to your spot.
Right.
I can test every shot. So
long arms.
Yeah, long arms. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it just comes natural to you. So my next question is how you just become the man.
All
Because
right.
if you don't know, Matt is big man on campus.
That right now. I'm not the man. I'm not the man. T-Money right here. My interviewer is the man, if anybody's wondering.
No way.
I do okay. That's what I'm going to
say. All right. So now we're going to talk a little bit of hoops right now.
All right.
So I have a few things about, you know, who did you watch growing up? Who is your favorite player? Like, I already know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna let you just elaborate on this question because yes. I already know what you're gonna say, but it's whatever. Go ahead.
All right.
Say it.
So my favorite basketball player of all time is Kobe Bean Bryant. Drafted in 1996, straight out of high school. You know, 3rd all-time scoring.
All right,
5
we know who Kobe
MVP.
is.
All right. Well,
talk about why you like him.
My dad was a Lakers fan growing up, so when I grew up, I just followed him, and Kobe was the star of the team, so I watched him a lot. You know, they play on the West Coast, so the games are at 10:30, but I stay up and watch the games, and just how hard he plays, like his work ethic. You know, everything he did inspired me as a young kid, so I stuck with him, and I will continue to stick with him, you know, forever, because he's the GOAT.
Whatever.
Besides Michael Jordan.
Oh, my God.
Besides Michael Jordan.
This guy.
No LeBron.
We're LeBron guys over here.
No.
Yeah, I had Turner on last week. He's a LeBron guy.
You know Turner, man. He just Jordan over LeBron.
No,
Period.
get out of here.
Period.
Get out of here. No way. No way. We talk about like how you're such a good defender. Have you ever tried to emulate someone in terms of defensively or offensively? Like, have you ever tried to look at a player and say, oh, I'm trying to be like him? If so, who's that player?
Well, defensively, I watch Tony Allen a lot because he's similar. I think he's only like 6'4", 6'5", so he's not
similar size,
huge guard, and he's won a bunch of he's been on a bunch of All-NBA defensive teams, so I watched a lot on him. Offensively, I wouldn't really say I like try to model my game after anybody. I kind of just play. Mm-hmm. I really like C.J. McCollum. I think he's a great guard.
Oh yeah, love C.J.
D'Angelo Russell is currently my favorite player since Kobe is retired.
Okay.
I like how he plays. He's very smooth. James Harden, well, he's just any like lefty really guard. Okay. I like to watch just to see if I could pick things up from them.
Right. James Harden's a good one
because
he's got a new move every other day.
Can't do all those dribbles with Coach Dunn, but
right.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. So.
Exactly. Yeah. You won't be able to pull off many Harden moves in Coach Dunn's offense. It's fun to watch. So yeah. So those are probably the players I look out for. And if you had to make a top 5 of the best defenders in the NBA, who would it be?
Currently?
Yes.
Okay, so Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Patrick Beverly, all on the Clippers, by the way.
That's
the
true.
Lakers gonna beat them, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna put Giannis up there.
Okay.
He get lots of blocks, affects a lot of shots.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, and Gobert.
Okay.
Yeah. Leading shot blocker, so I got him some love.
Right. I'm surprised you didn't say your newest addition to your LA Lakers, Anthony Davis.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually.
So who are you going to sub him out for?
No, I'm not subbing. I'm not putting him in the top 5.
Really?
But another player who is also on Lakers, Avery Bradley.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite players also.
Absolutely, yeah.
He gets after it on D, so.
For sure. Another one of those guys who's like undersized for the wing position at like 6'4".
He can guard 1 through 3, sometimes 4.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's a hard list, but I don't think AD's in my top 5.
Okay.
Overall, yeah, but not.
Really? So, all right. So, give me your top 5 overall players.
Top 5 overall players. No order. Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, if for those who are listening, no Giannis.
No Giannis.
No Giannis.
I'm not a huge Giannis fan.
Okay. And why is that?
I mean, until he gets like a consistent jump shot, I can't say he's like the man really. Like Kevin Durant is like just unbelievable. LeBron James does his thing. Kawhi just showed us what he can do.
Right. And it takes the man to know the man.
I guess you got me there. You got me right there. See, my boy T slide. Y'all don't know, but he slide.
No, man. All right, so give me your top 5 all-time defenders, and then we can go top 5 all-time overall.
All right, top 5. Gary Payton.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Ooh, okay.
That boy used to lock up. Scottie Pippen.
Right.
At the 3.
Oh, you're doing like a whole starting 5.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay.
4. Oh, Ben Wallace.
Ooh, that's a good
5.
one. That's a real good one.
And at the 4, man.
You can put Ben Wallace at the 4.
You can put Ben Wallace at the 4. Probably.
There's a lot of centers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Bill Russell was a great defensive center, I think.
You think?
I don't know. Centers, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But those are my top 4,
all
I guess. I can't really give you a 5.
All right. Here we go. Here's my 5.
Okay.
All right. I got Joe Dumars.
Okay.
Right. I got Scottie Pippen. Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, that'd be my 5.
Right. Yeah. Hakeem Olajuwon, and then I have Gary Payton. So gotta have Gary Payton.
Got you. Hakeem was that good defensively as well?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah. Hakeem was the man.
He was the man.
Hakeem was Joel Embiid before there was Joel. Like, he was Joel Embiid to another level.
Right,
though.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
not as big, but quicker,
right,
smoother.
right.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine someone who's able to get after it on both ends of the floor and just like solid footwork. It's graceful. Like, it just comes natural to him.
Yeah,
you know?
Great player.
Yeah. I obviously wasn't alive for it, but like I've seen so many highlights of Hakeem, and like some of the moves he would do is just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Dream shake, like he would go up and unders, like those were ridiculous.
That team was good with him.
Yeah, Houston.
They won a ring, right? When
They won 2 rings.
Clyde Drexler.
Yeah. They won 2 rings the 2 years Jordan didn't play.
Exactly. See, that's why he's the GOAT.
No,
man.
Jordan
he leaves the league, and other teams get chances, and he comes back and just 3 in a row. So I mean,
but he didn't win the year he came back. He was only gone for like a year and a half.
All right, bro. He played baseball. Like, he's not conditioning his body. He still came, dropped 55 on the Knicks.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk about him though.
Okay.
Not right now.
All right. This is the discussion for more people.
Yeah.
I
need
feel
more
like,
people.
Yeah.
Turner, Servitas, whoever else.
Okay. All right. You just want Mike because Mike's gonna be on your side.
I'm not backing down. This Jordan. But
all right.
Next question.
Whatever.
Come on, T.
All right. Give me your top 5 overall players of all time. Yeah. We all know Jordan.
Okay. Jordan 1.
Okay.
Guess you gotta put LeBron 2.
Yep. Where he belongs.
Okay, maybe. Shaq.
Shaq, okay.
This is not really in order, but Shaq. I think Steph Curry's going to go down as top 5.
Really? Okay. Greatest shooter of all time. Yes. I'll give you that. It's a shooter's game.
One more. I don't know. I'm stumped. I can't put Kobe in my top 5.
Ooh, I was about to say.
He's my favorite player, but he's not going top 5.
No way.
I feel like Kevin Durant is going to be top 5.
Okay. Yeah. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James, 3 current players in your top 5. I respect that, Matt.
Yes.
You know, some people just say they listen to the old heads and they just throw whoever they want in there. Nah. Like, they just throw old head names in there to just act like they get some respect. Like, if you think the dudes now are good enough to be in the top 5, you know, I respect that.
I think they will. I was thinking about Larry Bird. He was in my mind.
Yeah. 3 championships.
Kareem.
You know, okay.
But those are just like Magic Johnson.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, those are my 5 though.
Okay. My 5. That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. And so we talked a little bit about your opinions. Let's talk about what you do off the court.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are some of your hobbies? Like I know you're a big like Netflix, Hulu type of guy. Like talk about what are some of your favorite shows and what do you like to watch?
Oh yeah. So my favorite show all time, dating back to last summer, because that's when I started watching it, is The Office on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, man, you are missing out. It's the best show ever.
Yeah.
That's all I watch really on Netflix, even though I've seen it a bunch of times. I also love Friends. Okay. My mom got me into that. That's a great show.
Couple classics. Right?
Yeah. Other hobbies. Video games. Pretty good at Madden, pretty good at 2K.
Right. The word on the street is that you have been losing to Mike Cub in Madden and in 2K.
See, Mike Savitas is spreading lies. All right. Currently, Cub and I just started a new series. So
what was the old series though?
We were 4-4, but he says that the game was on like arcade mode when it wasn't, but it wasn't. Okay. So anyway, we just played yesterday, 3 games. Okay. I beat him.
In all 3? Okay, 2-1.
2-1. The last game that counted, I won 27-0 in the first half. So I got him off the sticks quick. Okay. Ryan Carmelo did beat me, but my RB button didn't work.
You're blaming on the controller now.
Well, yeah, Okay,
he gave you a bad controller
because I had about 2 touchdowns with RB, but it didn't work. So currently I'll take second, but Melo and I will get a rematch. Okay. And in 2K, nobody wants to play me.
It's me.
All right.
I am the 2K king.
We have to play. I guarantee I will beat Terrence.
Okay.
Cub will not want to play me in that. Melo doesn't. So
really,
my competition from last year was Isaiah Lamb.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we kind of he might have beat me a little more, but we battled it out.
Yeah, I heard Zay gave you the work.
Yeah, Zay's nice with it. Yeah, but I haven't played 2K20 yet.
Okay. So I'm still waiting. All right. Yo, I got 2K20. I will play you in it, and you will. We just got a projector in our apartment, bro. I'm about to smack you.
I'm about to smack T on a full screen.
No way.
All right.
No chance.
Stay tuned.
Chance. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Right. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Exactly. I'll have an update next podcast.
Uh-huh.
You already know.
All right.
All right. But you mentioned playing with Isaiah Lamb,
Yes.
the original GOAT of
The original
Marist
GOAT.
men's basketball.
Yes.
How does it feel for him to just pass the torch to you?
Oh,
You
man.
know?
I am no GOAT.
Okay.
I'm just a student
Athlete.
just going day by day, just trying to do my due diligence. If that makes sense.
Serving
I don't
the
really
community.
know what due diligence means, but
Yeah.
I think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect it. All right. So we talked about like your favorite shows and all that. You like to play 2K, Madden. Is there any artist, whether it's like fashion, music, like what type of art do you appreciate?
I love music.
Okay. Talk to me about some of your favorite
Some of
artists.
my favorite rappers,
Yeah.
J. Cole,
Okay.
probably my all-time favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Kodak Black. I know a lot of people hate on him, but I like his
You
music
can't
a
stay
lot.
out of jail, bro.
Yeah, I'm just talking about music.
Okay.
His music.
He
his
makes some
music's very
hits.
good.
I'll give him that.
I like Meek Mill.
Okay.
I like Nav. You know.
Oof.
What?
Ugh.
Oh, you don't like Nav?
Not a big fan of Nav.
Oh, man. We just got a hater over here. But who else? Drake, of course.
Oh yeah.
I'll say, I'm not going to say it. I'll say it. This for Turner. Jay-Z. I'm a 2000 baby.
Okay.
So I'm very young, so they don't think I know any Jay-Z, but
yeah.
I know some Hove.
Yeah, you got old heads on the team trying to talk to you.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
we got guys.
I
Like,
feel you. I'm a
young.
90s. I'm a
young.
90s dude. 1999. You already know.
Yeah,
Represent.
See, I'm young, but I'm a little cultured, so I know.
Okay.
Gunna, Lil Baby.
Okay. Yep.
Da Baby.
Da Baby. Yes.
Da Baby,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. I love his
So,
music. He's making some good
There's
music
just
right now.
too many rappers, but
For sure.
fashion, I'm not huge into fashion.
Okay.
Unlike your last guest, Matthew Turner.
Yeah. He's
very,
a big fan.
very stylish.
Yes.
I just wear like Nike.
Right.
You know
The best brand.
Yeah, the big brands.
Yeah.
You know, but
I feel that. All right. So last question of the day. All right.
let's hear it.
What does the pregame routine look like?
Oh, my pregame routine.
Let's talk about it from the end of team meal
Okay.
to tip off.
So team meal usually ends around 3:30. So for home games at least.
Mm-hmm.
So last year I would go back to my dorm, sleep from about 3:45 to 4:45. Get back to the gym around 5.
What does the nap do for you?
Nap just, I'm usually tired after the meal. I eat a lot, you know.
Okay.
So those mashed potatoes and pasta just put me out for
Right.
about an hour. I come back. I go to the trainer's room. I usually sit in a hot tub for about 10 minutes to get my body warm. I foam roll, get my ankles taped, and go shoot for like about 10, 15 minutes
Right.
till we got to come in for film, and then the rest is team-oriented. So I'm not a big, I don't have like a bunch of superstitions.
Right.
I always pray before games,
Good.
during the national anthem, but besides that, I don't really have any superstitions or crazy rituals.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Pray for health. Pray for strength. All
pray
that
for
good stuff.
everything.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I respect it completely. All right, Matt. It was great having you on. I appreciate you coming on the podcast. I appreciate everyone who listened. I know you're gonna get this out to all your homies because you're the man.
For sure.
So we're gonna break Turner's record. Currently, after a week, we got 85 views.
85. All right.
All right,
Well, we
so-
can do better than that.
All right. We'll
So-
see. We'll see what Matt is able to do. But
Yes.
again, thank you for coming on. Thank you everyone for listening. I'll have you on again soon. It was a fun time.
Yes, thank you for having me. I hope to be back for a heated debate on LeBron versus Jordan,
Right.
where Jordan will come out on top.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Okay.
yes, thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next week.